A beginner's guide visiting the mosque for the first time. Understanding the purpose and layout of the mosque. The mosque, or masjid in Arabic, is the central place of worship for Muslims around the world. It serves as a hub for the community, where believers gather to perform the 5 daily prayers, attend religious lectures and classes, and participate in various social and cultural events. For those new to Islam, visiting the mosque for the first time can be a daunting experience, as the customs and etiquette may be unfamiliar. However, with a little preparation and understanding, the mosque can become a welcoming and enriching part of your spiritual journey. At its core, the mosque is a sacred space dedicated to the remembrance and worship of Allah, God. Muslims are encouraged to pray in congregation, as the reward for doing so is considered greater than praying alone. The mosque is typically divided into separate sections for men and women, with the main prayer hall reserved for the men and a designated area or separate building for the women. What to expect when visiting the mosque? When you arrive at the mosque, the first thing you'll notice is the need to remove your shoes before entering the main prayer hall. This is a sign of respect, as you don't want to bring any dirt or impurities into the sacred space. You'll typically find shoe racks or shelves near the entrance where you can leave your footwear. As you step into the mosque, you'll likely be greeted by a sense of tranquility and reverence. The main prayer hall is usually adorned with intricate calligraphy, ornate decorations, and a mihrab, a niche in the wall that indicates the direction of Mecca, the holy city towards which Muslims face during their prayers. One of the first things you'll want to do is locate the direction of the Qibla, the direction of Mecca. This is crucial, as Muslims must face the Qibla during their prayers. You may find visual cues, such as a pulpit or a specific design on the carpet, that help you identify the Qibla direction. If you're a woman, you may find that the mosque has a designated section or a separate building for female worshippers. This is a common practice, as it allows women to pray in a more private and comfortable environment. It's a good idea to check with the mosque beforehand to see if they have such a space available. The call to prayer and congregational prayers. In the mosque, you'll hear 2 distinct calls to prayer: the adhan and the iqama. The adhan is the initial call, made by the muezzin, the person who calls the faithful to prayer, which announces the start of the prayer time. The iqama is a shorter call made just before the actual prayer begins, signaling that the congregation should start lining up and preparing to pray. When the iqama is called, you'll see the worshippers begin to form rows, facing the direction of the Qibla. The imam, or the person leading the prayer, will stand at the front of the congregation, and the rest of the worshippers will follow his movements and recitations. If you're new to the mosque, don't worry about the specific details of the prayer. Simply follow the lead of the congregation, standing, bowing, and prostrating when they do. The most important thing is to be present, focused, and humble in your worship. Etiquette and customs in the mosque. As you navigate your first visit to the mosque, it's important to be mindful of the etiquette and customs that are observed. Here are some key points to keep in mind. Preparing for your first visit. Before your first visit to the mosque, there are a few things you can do to help make the experience more comfortable and meaningful. Embracing the mosque. As a new Muslim. For those who have recently converted to Islam, the mosque can be a particularly meaningful and transformative space. It's a place where you can connect with the broader Muslim community, learn more about your newfound faith, and deepen your relationship with Allah. If you're a new Muslim, don't hesitate to reach out to the mosque's leadership or other members of the congregation. Many will be eager to welcome you, answer your questions, and guide you through the process of integrating into the community. Don't be afraid to ask for help or clarification on any aspect of the mosque's customs or the Islamic faith. Remember that the mosque is not just a place of worship, but also a hub for community and social activities. Many mosques offer educational classes, social gatherings, and outreach programs that can help you build connections and deepen your understanding of Islam. Conclusion. By approaching your visit with an open mind, a willingness to learn, and a spirit of reverence, you can make the most of this sacred space and begin to integrate it into your spiritual journey. Remember, the mosque is a place of welcome and inclusion, where all are invited to come and worship. So, take that first step, and let the mosque become a cherished part of your life as a Muslim.